have nationalities in their executive team specifically to the originating country of that company. And Lenovo, through its organic growth as well as its inorganic growth, has created a truly global leadership team, and we believe that's one of our core differentiators in the marketplace, is our differentiated, diverse leadership team. Much like the Australian society, very multicultural, we tend to have a much better understanding of local markets and affinity to what's going on in those markets. To give you an example, our board of directors has over 5 different nationalities in it. Our Lenovo Executive Committee, which is our top executive team that manages the organisation, has 7 different nationalities on it. And our global leadership team, the tier 1 below that, which really runs the organisation operationally day to day, we have over 18 nationalities in that organisation. So a very diverse organisation overall, very global organisation overall. Now today, we've got a lot of special guests here, and in fact, YY, as we most affectionately know him, has come here. This is one of the only yoga events globally he's chosen to prioritise in his busy schedule to come down and launch with us today. So we're very privileged to have him, and he'll definitely be walking us through some of the details of what we're doing down here in Australia and New Zealand later on as well. Why has he just chosen to come down here? Well, Australia is a very, very important market. We tend to be very early adopters. We love technology. And with the product range we're going to be launching today, you're going to see that it matches the Australian environment very, very well. From a superior technology perspective, highly innovative. We know that the Australian market is used as a test bed quite regularly for many other companies around the world, and it's no exception to us as well in ensuring that we're driving the right technology through Australia and New Zealand, and the time is right with this premium technology range based on the premium Australian consumers' requirements that we're launching this for you today. Okay, let me walk you through that. We've got a lot going on in Lenovo at the moment, and you would have all seen in the press we've got a lot going on. Firstly, we've been, as it says up there, really, really busy. We've been in October launching our consumer range, brand new range, launched in London originally on the 9th of October. We formalised our x86 server business. That x86 server business now places us number 3 in the world for server business in the commercial environment. We are number 4 in smartphones right now, but with our pending acquisition of the Motorola smartphone business, we will move to a very strong number 3 in smartphones globally very, very shortly. And lastly, so we'll be number 3 in the world, and lastly, I'm going to talk a little bit about our internet development business, which is really about us developing software and connectivity tools across the internet, linking devices across multiple platforms to give our end users a much better experience. We've hired over 1,000 software engineers in this division over the last 12 months, and we've just launched Smart Glass, as well as some of you may have seen just yesterday, we launched a new wearable product up there in China in the last 24 hours. Not only that 1,000 engineers teamed with the already existing software team we've got internally have been developing lots of in-house applications, and a great example of that is Share It. I don't know if any of you are actually using it, but Share It as an application, since launch, it's all about delivering content, once again, across devices. We've had over 300 million downloads of that application since we launched it this year. So very, very exciting for us in that space. So I want to thank you all very much for coming today. At the end of the session, we're going to have some mingling time. I look forward to meeting a lot of you and ensure that we're answering the questions you have regarding Lenovo. But without further ado, I'm going to ask our Chairman and CEO, Yang Qing, as we more affectionately call him YY, as I mentioned, to come to the stage and talk to us through our launch in Australia. So, YY.
Thank you, Rod. Just as Rod said, I like this country very much. Actually, last Christmas, I took my family here for vacation. We had a wonderful time. And you know, I feel very at home here. Rod, who runs our whole Asia Pacific mature markets business, is Aussie. Nick, who runs the Asia Pacific marketing, is Aussie as well. David Roman, our global CMO, does not sound like Australian, but he is actually Aussie too. And of course, our general manager of ANZ, Matt, is also a local. So I feel like I'm always surrounded by Australians. So it is nice to actually be here and see where they are all from. They definitely love their country, and I love Australia too. And I love it even more now that I can finally say Lenovo is going to have a complete business here. In the past, we have had a very successful commercial business, but now we will expand our footprint and become a consumer player here as well, just like we have in other markets, like in China, in US, in Japan, and Western Europe. Since now our consumer business would cover all the markets in the world, hopefully the last one is the best one. As you may know already, Lenovo is #1 in global PCs. According to IDC, last quarter, we for the first time achieved the 20% PC market share, and has remained #1 for 6 straight quarters. And in consumer, just 5 to 6 years ago, we had no business outside of China. But now, we are also the top consumer PC company in the world. And we aim to grow even more. So I want Australia to become a growth engine for Lenovo. How? First, we know we must have great partners. Definitely, having partners like Intel really helps. Their local managing director is here today with us. Thank you, Kate, and the Intel team for all your support. Even more, to win consumer in mature markets, we need partners in retail. Starting this month, we have begun selling a wide range of notebooks, desktops, and tablets with the 2 largest retailers in Australia, Harvey Norman and JB HiFi. This means we will be in more than 300 stores in Australia. And we not only want to launch our consumer business here, we want to win here. So we will invest more than $10 million this year, this fiscal year, in consumer marketing and retail to build our consumer business here in Australia. To achieve this goal, the most important factor will be creating great products that the customers love. Innovation is the key to success here and around the world. And the innovation is in Lenovo's DNA. This month, we are actually launching the newest and the most innovative members of our multi-mode Yoga family, the Yoga 3 laptop and the Yoga tablet 2. These are products that we will now sell here in Australia. These products best demonstrate our commitment to innovation in the PC space. 3-4 years ago, when tablet began to become popular and take away some market of the traditional PCs, some people said PCs were going to die, but not Lenovo. We predicted that PCs would evolve to meet the demand from the consumers and become thinner, lighter, and easy to use. Based on this belief, we were very persistent to bring innovative products to the market. 2 years ago, Yoga was born. Lenovo quickly became the multi-mode leader in the world. But we didn't stop with the laptop. We also knew that we could bring multi-mode to the tablets. That is when we created the Yoga tablet. Prior to that launch, tablets were not able to stand, not easy to hold. Typing on it was hard, and the battery life was short. With Yoga tablet, we successfully addressed all those pain points. And today, our new generation of yoga tablet can even serve as a mobile home theater. Even more, now you can hang your yoga tablet anywhere you want. My wife found it particularly useful when she was cooking. So maybe you saw our global announcement 2 weeks ago. Now you can see the new yoga laptop and the tablet here in person in Australia and then New Zealand. So I believe we have one of our most well-known product engineers to help show you more very soon. You will meet him in a few minutes. I think this is the best time for Lenovo to launch our consumer business in Australia. Not only do we have these new star yoga products to excite the market, but we have so much more on the way. Lenovo is not just the #1 PC company in the world. We are #3 in the tablet, and once we close Motorola, we will be the #3 smartphone company in the world. We are also #3 in x86 servers after our acquisition of IBM System X server business. So this means Lenovo is in position to bring the broadest portfolio of the products and services to Australia, to New Zealand. I'm very excited to be here on this historic day for Lenovo in Australia. We are starting a new adventure here. I think that with our great Aussie team, our wonderful partners, and our innovative products, we will definitely have a new successful story from Australia that I can talk about all around the world very soon. Thank you very much.
Give a big round of applause for Lenovo CEO HiFi. And now please welcome to the stage the Managing Director of Australia and New Zealand, Mr. Matt Codrington.
All right, thank you very much, Nick. Thank you very much all for coming again today. We've got a little bit on. This is a special day for Lenovo Australia, obviously. It's also a very special day for me, and some of you may know, about a year ago, just over a year ago, I joined Lenovo Australia and took up the MD role. So I'm very, very pleased and excited to be here to launch the consumer range of products in Australia. The new yoga technology, the tablets, the PCs are going to be wonderful for the market here. Before I jump into that, I want to give you some context on the business here in Australia so you can understand it. If I look back and understand how we approach the market here, it's very important to have a successful consumer business. We need to have a solid foundation across the entire business. If I go back to Huawei's comments around our success globally, Australia's maintained a very strong position in the commercial market here. We've maintained strong year-on-year growth in our flagship segments, being education, being government, being large business. Following the x86 acquisition we spoke about, we are committing to spend $5 million here in Australia. This is really around the rapid expansion of the business here in Australia, growing the business much, much faster. It's about building our capabilities around servicing hardware and software services and software and services infrastructure combined. It's also about real estate. So we're lucky enough for those of my team from Sydney in the room today, we're moving into a new office this week. It's a state-of-the-art office in Chatswood, but also in Melbourne. We've opened new offices, bigger offices in Melbourne. We've got more people in Melbourne now. We're opening new offices in Brisbane. We're opening new offices in Canberra. And this is really about extending our the next logical step, the investment in our PC Plus success as we go to new markets, as we look at new products and engage new customers. We need to have that extra footprint. Another critical part, just as critical, is our channel and industry partner strategy. And as Huawei said, That's going to be very, very important for us in any number of ways. But I wanted to personally welcome those partners here in the room today. So firstly, from JB HiFi, we have Craig Mackey and Matt Possess down here in the corner, so thank you very much. From Harvey Norman, we have Jeff Vanderbeek, we have Alex Wedd, and Glenn Gregory, of course. So thank you very much for coming. We're going to make a significant investment in consumer here in Australia. It's to drive a big impact. It's to drive a huge impact, in fact. And it's not just about having the product in store. We're going to have yoga zones in all of the key Harvey Norman and JB HiFi stores. So we'll have the best products in their own zone for consumers to go and experience them. We're going to be investing in window displays. We're going to be investing in TV, in radio, in catalogue to push that through. So a big investment from us. Then from an industry or technology partner perspective, again, our gratitude goes out to our technology partners. So from Microsoft, we have Jeff Donosky and Sam is here somewhere, I think, as well. And while I mentioned our great partners at Intel, Magnus is here, Andrew, I think I saw, and Kate, the local MD for Intel Australia, so thank you very much, Kate. These guys have spent the last few months with us building the launch plan and building the success of the launch plan, and we're looking pretty good. So a lot of work has gone into this, a lot of thinking has gone into this, and we think we've got the right strategy. When you have great partnerships like that, you can create some wow products. And I'm not going to steal any thunder. David Roman, our global CMO, is about to get up on stage and walk through some of the yoga tablet products, some of the great innovations, some of the great technology, some of the spectacular things we're doing with that product. But I am able to focus on the Yoga 3 Pro, which is probably my favorite product. This is my favorite Halo product. So I've got one here. So this product, here it is. This product is the thinnest and lightest 13-inch platform in the world. 12.8 millimeters thin, and some awesome technology in it. You'll see at the center of it is this unique hinge mechanism, the watch band mechanism. Doesn't only look good, it also provides a couple of things. It makes the platform much, much thinner. So using this hinge, we can take about 3 mil out. If you're an engineer, that matters. So now it's thinner than a pencil. It's not the same size, it's actually thinner than a pencil. It allows us to lay the unit flat, so it's better stability if you're using a tablet mode or something like that. There are 6 points here of stability as opposed to, go back there, as opposed to 2. So it's very strong. Our engineers in Yamato open and close this 20,000 times to make sure it's the most robust hinge. So great news there. A PC like this has to be also a fully equipped PC in terms of a laptop. So you can see here a great QHD Plus screen, the latest Core i7 processors, the most memory you can put in a box like this. It has a 512 SSD, and it has 9 hours of battery life, all in a package this thin and light. So that's pretty cool as a PC. But let's say I want to kick back and relax and watch a video. So let me talk about some of the other modes we can use. So firstly, I can go into desktop mode. So we can go like that, go from desktop mode into stand mode. I can kick back, watch a video on the product. There's some software on the unit called Harmony. I've just missed it there, but the Harmony software integrates the hardware and the software on the unit. So it optimizes the experience. So by taking it into the stand mode, I've just taken out a laptop mode, it'll come up again. It'll optimize the audio. It'll go into a cinema audio profile to optimize the audio. If I've got limited space, I can go into tent mode. So if I'm in a cafeteria or an aeroplane, I can go and have a look like this, and it enables me to have very close quarters with the product without taking up a lot of space. I can use the Windows 8 interface and engage very easily. What about if I want to read something? I can go into tablet mode. And by going into tablet mode, the Harmony display can kick something off called paper display. Now, paper display is a fairly unique technology. What it does is it adjusts the screen tone, it adjusts the color by using the ambient light, and it maximizes the reading. So it looks like paper, feels like paper. It doesn't feel like paper, it looks like paper. So you can customize those any way you want to go. Now, the product's available in platinum, in champagne gold, and in this color, clementine orange, in the market soon. So just a few features on the new product that are coming to market, and I think a big step forward for convertibles. The product is now available on our web. It's more importantly available via Harvey Norman and JB HiFi in-store now in those areas I was talking about. So please go in and see it. Without further ado, I'm going to hand over to David Roman, who will walk you through the yoga tablet product. So thank you again.
Thank you very much, Matt, and thanks to all of you for being here with us to celebrate our product launch. You know, we love to do this type of thing. We love to share it with others. So you know, Lenovo is a hardcore technology company. So we have lots and lots of product engineers, thousands of product engineers. But the two that matter the most is one is our CEO, YY. You've just met. You know, YY. Whenever we can let him get away, we'll go into the labs and help us develop the products. The other famous product engineer that we have is Ashton Kutcher. Now, you know Ashton in his many different capacities for all the different things that he does. You know, we know him as a Lenovo product engineer, and he's been working with us over the last year to develop the yoga tablet. You'll see the product today. He'll go through it with you today. He's been driving us like mad. He's been, you know, fighting to make sure that we get all the greatest features in there. He really has been pushing us to make this product as cool as we possibly can. He's joining us live from LA today. We've got a live link in Los Angeles, so welcome to Australia, Ashton.
Hello, Australia. I'm Sydney. It's really good to be here today. And David, it's nice to see you again, and I'm thrilled to see YY again, who I haven't seen for quite a while. So hello, YY. I hope you're well. I'm sure that a lot of you heard about the excitement that came from the unveiling of the new yoga tablet line 3 weeks ago in London. And I'm excited to be here with you today to show it off for y'all down under.
You know, Ashton, in London, it was truly exciting. It was a great moment. I know today you're going to go through the products and share the product information. But one thing we'd love you to do is just to give us some of the backstory on, you know, what it was like to work as a product engineer at Lenovo over the last 12 months.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I came on board probably a year ago, and right when the first yoga tablet was launched. And I was just excited to be a part of a team and to build something. I love building things in my life, whether it's movies or whether it's building software companies or building a tech fund or whatever it is. And so the idea of building something was just exciting to me. And the idea of building the world's greatest tablet was really exciting. It seemed like as a category in this space, there hadn't been much innovation that had taken place, and there was a lot of room for growth. And it seemed to me at the time when the first yoga tablet came out, that the only company that in the space was Lenovo. They were thinking about battery life. They were thinking about user experience. And so I decided to jump on the team and jump on as an engineer because I really wanted to get my hands dirty. And so over the last year, I've been flying back and forth to China. I've been working with the team on every single detail of this product. We've been secretly shipping prototypes through the mail. So it's been a really exciting process. And, you know, it kind of all boils down to this moment where you get to share it with people, and I'm excited. I think that we have built the best tablet in the world.
Right. You know, we certainly can't disagree with that. You know, what was the most surprising part of actually working with us, working in this different capacity?
I think there were a lot of surprises. I think the biggest surprise is you expect a company as large as Lenovo to feel like it knows better. And Lenovo isn't that company. Lenovo is a company that listens. And that's a bizarre thing to find in a really big company. Not only does the executive team of the company listen, I had numerous conversations with YY about what we were going to do with the product and what we'd like to do. And he listened to me, but the company listens to its consumers. And we held a bunch of focus groups that I actually got to moderate some of them, which was really kind of scary at times. But we listened to the consumer feedback, and then we put that consumer feedback into the product. We found out what they loved about the yoga. We found out what they didn't like, and worked to make it better. We also found out what they liked about other products, the other guys' products, and drove that stuff into our product as well. And I think it's led to a pretty great outcome.
Yeah. Well, those focus groups, gave us a lot of information. They're also hilarious to watch, so you should catch some of the focus groups. What was some of the findings that you got from the focus groups, and how did they make their way into the products that we're going to see today?
One of the first key takeaways was that kindergarten children are very energetic, and they're quite opinionated about technology. I spent the day working with these kids, because it's funny. You hand kids a tablet, and it actually becomes their window to the world. And so seeing how they use the device was really interesting. But they're a little more energetic than I expected. So that was one discovery. But I think there were really three key takeaways. The first thing was that 80% of consumers use their tablet at home. And that's a really big finding, because I think everybody expected tablets to be these highly mobile devices. And in some cases they are, but 80% use their tablets at home. And when you think about product from that perspective, it changes the way you think about product. 52% of people consume long-form entertainment content, video content on their device. So that's a lot of video consumption, whether it's YouTube or movies or television shows. But really what people are using these things for is consuming this content. That's over 50% of the time. And 56% of consumers, they share their tablet with other people in their home. So it's not a me device, it's a we device. And these statistics, they really challenge the way that we think about the product. They challenge the way that we think about mobility. And because so much time was being spent watching videos of YouTube and TV, we realized that we had to create was the ultimate cinematic experience in a tablet. And that shifted our thinking.
If there's somebody that understands cinematic experience, it's our product engineer. So how does that cinematic experience actually then translate into features in the yoga range?
Well, before we get into that, I think we need to talk about the yoga range, as you call it, because now there's not one yoga tablet, but there are 5, and there are 2 flavors of those 5. So the first thing that we did is we looked at. Sorry, I've got my little demo here. We looked at our two mainstays, which is our 8-inch and our 10-inch, and we said, all right, how do we make our traditional Android tablet better? Okay, so I'll just use the 8-inch for an example. One of the things that we realized was that we could get more out of our kickstand and our hinge. And so we added a mode. We added this hang mode, which actually increases the capacity of this device. And we always thought about the device, the hands-free device that you can stand on things and set on things. But now that you can hang it, it's truly a hands-free device. The other thing that we got from consumer feedback was this kickstand. Sometimes the angle of incident where we had it snapping into wasn't the exact angle that somebody needed to watch something at because of reflection. So we increased the versatility of the kickstand so that the kickstand can actually sustain its angle at a 30-degree, a 40-degree, a 45-degree angle to give it a more versatile viewing experience. And the next thing we did was we actually made the kickstand a little bit bigger so that it could hold up. We increased the processing power from the Yoga 1 to the Yoga 2. We put in an Intel Atom processor that actually increases the CPU by 3x and the GPU by 2x. This thing hums now. And we added an HD display to it because the display is important. If you're viewing it as a cinematic device, you need a good display. We also have Dolby speaker system in the front, which is probably by far the best speaker system in any device like this. And it still has the 18 hours of battery life, which nearly doubles all of its competitors. Now, you go, okay, that's a lot. That's just the hardware stuff. I'm not even talking about the software that we put into this thing, but there's one key piece of software that can't be overlooked, and that is we've actually done this tablet, the 10-inch and the 8-inch, in Android and Windows. So this is a big deal. We're actually, we decided, all right, people want productivity out of this device. It's not just entertainment. And some people were really requesting that we have a tablet with Windows that they can attach a keyboard to and get more out of as a work device. So we built a magnetic keyboard that straps onto the device. You've got the Windows applications, and it's truly a productivity device as well as an entertainment device. So we have the 8-inch and the 10-inch Android and the 8-inch and 10-inch Windows product. But that's not all. If we're gonna build the entertainment device of the future, you gotta go big. And so we decided to go real big. We built Yoga Tablet 2 Pro, which is the 13-inch, first of its kind in the market. This is the guy who does like Breaking Bad weekends for himself, where all he does is sit at home and like, he's going through 8 episodes in a weekend. This is what you need. You can't live without this thing. All right, so what do you do to make the ultimate entertainment device? Well, first things first. A 13-inch display is pretty great, but why not go 13-inch QHD? So now it's got a picture on it that is, you want to dive in. When you look at the picture, if it's an ocean, you feel like you can dive in. It's that good. But that's not enough. Let's go real big. We put a projector in the tablet. It's got the first built-in projector, and from 2 meters, it displays a 50-inch screen. So in Australia, that would be 1.27 meters, okay? I know you guys do metric down there, so I want to keep it cool. This thing is unbelievable. If you're going to lay at home and watch a movie, I lay in my bed and I watch movies up above. You can display. You can imagine kids that go away to college or university. They're not taking TVs with them. Sometimes you want to watch a movie with a group. The projector is unbelievable. I also use it for presentations. You've got a presentation. You're carrying your presentation with you. So we've got the QHD display. We've got the projector. But the one thing that people forget when it comes to entertainment is sound. It's always neglected. And in tablets, it's historically been neglected. Nobody's thought about the sound experience for entertainment for a tablet. So we went all the way in on the sound. And we put in a JBL speaker with the first ever built-in subwoofer. When you're watching a movie on this thing, you feel like you're there. You feel like you're in your own personal theater, and it's amazing. Why do you need an external Bluetooth speaker when you're listening to music on Spotify or whatever sound system? You don't need an external Bluetooth speaker. You've got your tablet and it fills that purpose, and it's unbelievable. Now, this is a little impressive. This is an industry first. The Yoga Tablet 2 is an unbelievable real cinema experience. You still get 15 hours of battery life with all that added enhancement. It's got the Intel added processor, and we've added software enhancements. We built an intelligent app discovery system. One of the hardest things is, as you get into your device and you're working on it, you're building up all these different applications. Just finding those applications is difficult. We also built in intelligent contact management. Because finding your contacts gets hard over time, and you're constantly having to go in and update the guy's new email address, and their new phone number, and their new Skype number, and their new whatever number. Well, our intelligent contact system actually does it for you. Once you're on and your friends are on, you never have to ask to update your calendar again or have some assistant call every single person that you know in order to get their up-to-date contact info. Oh yeah, in software enhancements, I'm also, you get me with the device. I'm there in 4D. So if you get the Yoga Tablet 2 Pro, you also get a miniature 4D version of me that gets to come and live with you and show off key features of the device. It's a different way to do a product demo, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting. I'm so proud of this thing. You can't tell by my excitement. I'm so proud of this thing. I really do feel that we built by far the best entertainment tablet on the market, and I'm just excited to share it with you.
Wow. So now you all get a sense of what it's like working with Ashton as a product engineer. Who could ever say no to any of his asks? So Ashton, it's been a journey. It's been quite a journey the last 12 months. Just give us one highlight of the whole journey from your standpoint.
You know, I think the highlight's always the people that you get to meet along the way. You set out to achieve a goal, and as you move towards that goal, the only way you're going to achieve it is by depending on the people that you're working with and developing relationships with those people that you're working with to actually get it there. And I think that there was a true organic, collaborative experience and passion from everyone around the world on the product. And I think the most exciting thing is I've said this before, but I'll say it again. You know, when you build movies or you're building television shows, once you're done with them, you're done. The audience gets it, the consumer gets it, and it's theirs to say whatever they want to say about it. And in this case, because it's hardware, because it's software, we can improve it. So when we hand this product now to the consumers, and the consumers give us their feedback, we can listen and keep doing what a great big company does, which is listen to their consumers and make it better. And it just makes it really exciting for me to work with this company, and I can't wait to build whatever we build next.
Fantastic. You know, I'm the marketing guy, so we do have to talk about some of the marketing that we did as well. Now, Ashton obviously, as you can see, worked very, very intensely on the products. He also worked with us on the marketing campaign. And we wanted marketing that would reflect the products. It would be a bit different, multi-mode marketing, doing something different, engaging our users. We've got lots of material. You'll see it around the room here. You'll see it later on this afternoon. See it on the website. I just want to show one video of the series that we did with Ashton. And here we were trying to look at what people really did, or at least could do, some almost real-life scenarios. So let's run one of those videos with Ashton, the one we call GOAT.
Do more of what you want with the new Lenovo Yoga Tablet.
We really appreciate that Ashton was such a good sport. In fact, you have to catch the behind-the-scenes video of where he actually tastes that goat milk. You know, last one, I just want to show what we've done to engage our users around the world. We ran a campaign called Yoga My Way, and we got users from 40 countries to actually submit things that they did. We had some really great ones. We have some of them on the screen here today. In fact, 3 of the winners are actually with us today. We have Bridget Davis, the internet chef. We have Tom Wilton, the photographic genius. And Jin Lee, who found some really clever ways to use handwork. So, Ashton, we've lost you.
David, and I was reading that. Oh, you lost me?
Yeah, you're back.
No, hello? I'm back. I was reading some reviews, and I was reading some reviews, and Ilias said that Lenovo goes nuts on innovation. So I just wanted to thank Ilias for that review. That made me very happy.
Thank you very much. What we heard was Lenovo goes nuts. So Ashton, I know we've got to go, and our sound is going. One last thing, I know you had an announcement for the audience about your travels to Australia, so let's hear that last announcement.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. So one last marketing innovation that we're doing. I think we're going to have some type of competition, and I'm going to be in Sydney in January, and hopefully via this competition I get to meet a few Aussies in person when I visit and share some more about this wonderful company and these wonderful products with you all.
Fantastic news. We look forward to welcoming you down under. Thank you.
Everybody, please put your hands together for CMO, for Lenovo, David Roman, and our product engineer, Ashton Kutcher. We are at the end of the formal proceedings now. We've had a great time with you. Thank you all for joining us at Lenovo's Australian consumer launch. However, please do stay with us. Mingle, chat to us. All the executives are here to talk to you. Make sure you get hands-on with the products. And also, over here, visit us in the Yoga Tablet 2 Pro Theaterette to check it out in the darkroom. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye for now.